fireside chat moment this morning, and we're going to talk about it briefly, okay? If you're a bear, a natural, I like to sell, I'm going to beg you to be tactful in your selling. I want you to be like, I don't know, a sniper. You can walk this market down to 4,900. Do not get crazy unless we break that 4,900. If you want to get like balls to the walls, bared up, 4,900. And you will get what you're looking for in velocity to the downside, okay? So 4,900 is when you get, I don't know, you start lubing up, you shave your chest, you shave all the hair off your feet, start sending me sexier feet pics. That's when you get really crazy, okay? Now, here's the converse warning for bulls. If you are a bull, I implore you, I'm imploring you here. So the one thing about our chat, though, is retailers are normally bulls. They're forever optimistic. And so when things are going in a bull's favor, everything is fine. They might get a little bit of panic here and there, but they will buy a dip and it'll come back and they're happy again. And they come back and say, look, I just bought the dip. Everything is great. I'm making money. Everything is wonderful. You understand what I'm saying here? Now, the problem that comes in for bulls is you become trained for that to always happen. You take on more risk than you should. You don't pay cheap insurance. You don't manage your risk. Managing risk. And you become more aggressive and you become more, I'm a great trader, right? So then you're like, you know what I'm going to do? I was trading $500, then I was trading 1,000, then I was trading 10,000. Then I was trading 100,000. I was doing $35,000 blocks, $50,000 blocks like it's nothing. I'm printing money, and everything is great. You begin to take trades that are very high risk. You begin to lose those trades. You lose one, then you go, you know what? I'll just make it up on the back end. I'll take a bigger trade the next time. I got like 9 straight wins here. There's no way I'm going to get 2 or 3 or 4 in a row. You start to lose trades, right? And all along, rather than just managing your risk, you start to make poorer and poorer decisions as a trader. So I want you to consider that as we move into the rest of this week. I want you to consider that as we move into the end of March, into the quarterly OPEX. And the volatility that is actually coming down the road. So you can stay bulled up. You can still buy the dip as a bull. But the reason I'm saying this is because in that chat with Bork yesterday, bulls are happy right now. And if they begin to blow up large leads in the market, they start to become saltier and saltier. And they want to rely upon you to, they want to rely upon me too, to be like, well, that guy's great at calling tops. He's great at calling corrections. He makes private videos for me. Posts them on Discord. That's what I do. I actually make videos that are private and post them in the Discord, right? For our community, at least. And that is how a lot of bulls manage their risk. I'm going to look towards a furu. I'm going to look towards a bottom and top collar to be my bellwether for this is the top or this is not the top. That is poor management of risk. And especially right now, especially as we haven't had vol, the run has been outstanding. If you are a bull, you pay to play, is my point. It's okay for you to buy cheap protection. If you're taking, this is simplified, but if you buy a call for $1, I'm assuming that you're not expecting that call to go to $1.10. I'm assuming that you're expecting that call to go to $2 or 3 or 5, whatever it is. But more than likely in your brain, you're saying to yourself, if I buy a call for $1, I'm expecting to go to 2. I want 100% print on that call. So right now at this point, I'm begging you out there, mark this. Can you, someone out there on Twitter, Twitch, a moderator, or Bork, if you're out there, if you could please put a marker on this video right now, because I don't want to come back and say I told you so, and you say I don't remember that cap. I want to be able to cut this part of the video out and say, do you remember when we had this conversation on March 5th of March, the 5th of March, to be thinking about this conversation that we're having as a bull or as a retail bull, that you should be putting on tops from now into end of March, cheap hedging, just dirt cheap. Part of your plan, whatever it is you're doing. Overconfidence is a slow and insidious killer. Absolutely. And it's likely going to catch some people off guard sooner than later. Not like it's early in January or December or October. Right around now, there should be some high volatility coming into the markets. Not necessarily down, but volatility. And if you are not a great trader and you try to trade volatility, how many of you out there think you can trade volatility well? How many of you think that you're great at trading volatility? Because trading volatility is not easy. It's very difficult. You're looking for a dip, you're selling the rip. You're looking for a dip, you're selling the rip. You are like tactful. You're not so much just buying a dip and I'm going to watch, just buy a monthly call and I'm going to come back and it's going to be printing 5,000%. That time period is likely over for you for a period of time. You're likely going to get, instead of doing this right here, right? You're likely going to see more of this right here. You see what I'm saying? Stuff like that. And you have to be able to trade this right here and not so much that right there. Does that make sense to you? I'm trying to simplify this for you as a trader. I'm hoping that gives you a better idea. Because you'll come back and say, hey, Cap, look at that. We got a new high up here. Right? But then the next day we're down here, right? So your calls are like going to get wrecked in here if you're thinking you're going to get this trade up there. And look at that. We got a nice little pushback right here on that 5-minute trigger, trying to send you right back down. Look at that volatility right there. Almost already proving my point. They're trying to sell you right off the hourly trigger up here. It's pretty bearish right there, by the way. So glad I'm not in calls right now. So glad I'm not in calls, right? Well, I'm in calls, but not those calls. Hold on 1 second here.